Lori Jinkins. I represent the 27th Legislative District in Tacoma and happy to be toward the end of my 4th week of the legislative session.
Now, one of the themes we're hearing a lot about this session is One Washington, an opportunity for all.
Yeah, I mean, I really think when you start to look at the state of Washington, especially when we've been in tough times, we've always done a lot better when we're looking out for each other, when we're trying to make sure that everybody's making progress. So one of the bills that I sponsored that was just heard this last week in the Environment Committee has to do with safe drinking water and making sure that we can still maintain safe drinking water for everyone in this state. And one of the great things about it is this is a really good example of how people come together in times like this. Because we were funding safe drinking water with general state funds, a lot of our water districts have come together and agreed that they're willing to pay fees to make sure that they can get technical assistance, make sure they've got good, clean drinking water for everybody. But I think it's just a tremendous example of how the community comes together and says, hey, I'm willing to chip in and make this happen for everybody.
Now, there's a domestic partnership bill being introduced this session. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I just last week, and it should be heard next week, introduced a bill that says that if someone is married, legally married in any jurisdiction in the country, that if they come here to Washington State, their marriage will be recognized as a domestic partnership automatically. And I think it's a really great bill. It also fits under kind of the concepts of how we all look out for each other. Every family that lives here in this state deserves to be able to protect themselves and try to make a great life for their family. And I think this bill is just one small step that just keeps us going on that track.
Now, there's also a bill that you're working on that has to do with chemotherapy. Can you tell us about that?
This is a bill that I've been working on in the Healthcare Committee where I'm vice chair. And almost all of us have a friend or a family member, or maybe even ourselves have had cancer, have undergone chemotherapy treatment. And one of the things I found out when I came down here is that people have to frequently pay a lot more for their oral chemotherapy medication than they do to have intravenous chemotherapy, even though many times just taking a pill is much cheaper than going into the hospital and getting intravenous chemotherapy. So this is a bill in which what we do is try and say there should be some comparability for coverage so that people don't have to decline to get the best care that they could get for their cancer just because they don't have the money to do it. So again, another way I think that we can look out for families and individuals who are going through really tough times right now, but do it in a way that makes sure that everybody has access to the care that they need.
Great. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.